Welcome back to part 2 of the Legends of Arcadia. Genesis? It's still Genesis, I assume. We were about to see Rook have a go at the mad bucking Bronco.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Maybe not so mad after I attempt to calm the animal. So how does this work? It's in a pen, and
yeah, there's a large pen that's set up with a number of obstacles, barriers to jump over, ropes, low-hanging branches of trees, and you see contestants as you're kind of watching this pay their money into the stable hands. They get on the Bronco, and as soon as they get on, the Bronco starts kicking and bucking and wild, and they're trying to last on this Bronco as long as they possibly can. But they eventually all get bucked off or whacked by a branch or get smacked by something and fall off. So the idea is that you get all the way through this obstacle course in 3 rounds. But no one has managed to do that.
Done it? I mean, has Drexel already done that?
You can watch Drexel do it, yes. Drexel
is he there before me?
He is not, but he can come around if you would like to wait and see Drexel's attempts.
No, I'll approach the.
All right.
You can do it, Rook.
Unfortunately, I don't think I know how to ride a horse, but I guess we'll see what sort of skill checks you've advised.
Rook, he's our man. If he can't do it, Drexel probably can.
The crowd takes up this cheer alongside you. Oh my God! He's our man. We can't do it. Drexel can.
Approaching the horse, is it already hostile, or does it seem like it lets you get on it and then it's trained and just
it seems perfectly happy until you get on the horse. It's docile and it takes sugar cubes from the handlers.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I will hop the fence, leaving the dogs outside this time, and approach the animal. And I guess I will use my ranger ability to attempt to sway its reaction. It makes a saving throw versus rods at -1. And if
saving
that
throw versus
fails,
-1.
And if it fails, its reaction is shifted 1 category as desired. Unlike I don't know how you mechanize this or how you.
No, this is fine. I am happy to make it save here. It is going to fail with a 10. That is not enough.
Okay.
So yeah, you calm. You kind of scratch it behind the ears, talk soothingly to the big war horse in front of you. It kind of gives you the. And you get the feeling that you've connected with this creature to some degree.
And I will mount up and
all right,
see what you've got in store.
You mount up, the crowd begins clapping and chanting, and the horse begins to buck and ride. However, you do seem to have a better grasp of the horse's demeanor than the contestants before. As you ride around this obstacle course, go ahead and give me a horse riding proficiency check. If you are unproficient, go ahead and give me a wisdom check at -4, I believe, for unproficient checks.
It's up. Typically, Neal does like half your wisdom. So I think typically horse riding is wisdom +3. So just that accordingly. I
thought an unproficient check would be at -4, and so the +3, does that factor in? I don't think it does. I think it goes the other way, right?
I don't know. For some reason, horse riding is one of the skills that the creators of the game decided is easy.
Decided to do something funny with. All right, so we'll use Neal's rule then of half your proficiency +3, or half your wisdom +3 for an unproficient horse riding check. But you, for having calmed the animal, will get to make this roll at advantage.
Ooh. Okay. Gosh, I swapped horse riding for like direction sense or something. Horses. Let's see. So half my wisdom would be a 7.
Okay.
+3 is 10.
Okay.
Which is pretty close to wisdom -4 anyways, so it doesn't really matter. 2d20 d1 +10.
All right.
Now
your first round, you ride. horse bucks and balks, but you are able to guide it as best you can, staying on the round. You jump over some barriers, you duck under the low-hanging branch, you avoid some ropes. The first round of the contest goes. The crowd cheers. Woo!
So is this another race to 100 thing?
This is a race to 3 rounds. 3 rounds through the obstacle course.
Okay. And
so
if you
the
fail,
first round
you,
is a success.
you lose.
If you fail, you are knocked off the horse. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
The 28
very
succeeds.
successful rounds.
Yes, you are racing around. Everyone is surprised and shocked. The crowd is gaining momentum. Oh, he can do it!
Oh.
The Ranger, he's gonna do it!
18, 19, I didn't even need advantage. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
All right,
damn.
you clear the obstacle course, having calmed the animal. Everyone erupts in applause. Woo! You are the first to clear it, and you did it in impressive style.
Can I use my ranger ability again to
make it
shift the
even
reaction
angrier?
the other way? Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Rude.
I don't know if you want to roll another save or. If,
Oh, yes, I will. I'm sorry. I forgot that was my save. I was waiting for you to roll a save.
I mean, I could roll the save, but.
No, it fails again.
Okay. So I shift its reaction the other way and gestured Drexel to come on over and ride. I love it.
I shall show my grace riding around. Watch carefully, everyone, while a real pro does it. The horse, is obviously, intoxicated with a desire to knock somebody off of it now. It's pissed. You can see its, eyes are wide, its nostrils. As Drexel gets on, he will have the opposite of you, disadvantage. So we will 2d20, keep lowest 1, plus 18.
Is he 18 in all of his stats?
Maybe.
The horse looks pretty mad.
I guess it's
Maybe
better than
Drexel can't do
25s
it.
in all of his stats.
The first
only a
round, he
demigod.
clears it with a 26, bucking and wild and crazy.
18.
The crowd cheers.
18. What a guy. Holy shit.
Yes. The 22 passes as well. He makes it around the second. He almost falls at one point. He's holding on, but he rallies back up as he goes by.
One or two.
And finally,
Oh my god. It's still amazing.
one. He manages to make it all the way around the obstacle course, panting at the end. I told you that I, of course, would make that happen. The crowd cheers a little bit, but everyone looks around as the stable master comes up. He says, Drexel, I have to admit, while you did make it through the course, Rook was quite impressive. I mean, he just rodeoed around like a real cowboy out there. Anyone in the crowd wish to try to challenge these two? Everyone's like, oh, no. And he gives to you a fancy, crown with horses on it, kind of galloping around. He places it on your head. He says, Horse Whisperer! Raises your hand and hands you a pouch of 15 gold pieces, the buy-in of all the contestants around.
Well done.
Well, I see we are tied 1-1 in titles, rival. I bet you cannot bash a stone near as far as I can.
I look at his bicep.
They bulge
that.
under his golden armor.
Yeah, you're probably right, and I avoid eye contact. 15 gold I will take though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, does anyone else want to ride a horse?
I mean, I had a plan to
Challengers?
cheese it, but I think I'm gonna save my tactics for. We need to just beat Drexel in as many as possible.
I guess Drexel just challenged me to a boulder golf, but I can't imagine winning.
And he wanders that way, his throng of supporters growing. The lovely ladies of the town just follow in his steps as he regales them of his tales of the Iron Bull and how he wrestled it barehanded.
Well, I mean, I go up to Rook and I say, I don't know, Rook, you look pretty strong. I think maybe you could do it. You should do it.
Rook does not look strong. I think Rook's low charisma makes him look less strong than he actually is.
You know what? I might not be strong, but I still want to give it a shot.
All right. Let's go.
So how does the boulder smashing game work?
The
party
boulders-
wanders back into town.
Yeah,
Back
so
in the center of the...
the boulder smashing goes as such. You are granted a large great hammer. It's oversized, and you get 3 swings to strike the boulder. You first roll to hit AC 12. And then roll a strength check. On a hit, the total of the strength check is how high the boulder rolls up a hill. And on a miss, half of your strength check is how high the boulder rolls up the hill. The prize goes to the person who hits the biggest number in their 3 attempts.
And it's not cumulative, you just get 3 tries.
You just get 3 attempts to hit it as high as you can.
And I'm sure
Right.
Drexel has 18-100 strength or something.
I will let him go first if he wants to. I want to
All
see
right,
it first. I want to observe.
Watch
issued the
how it's
challenge.
done, peasants. And he will make some rolls to hit here. I'll just do 3d20. He has plus 7 to hit with this.
Wow. Close it is.
So he hits with a 24, 17, 19. He hits each time. So his strength checks will be another 3d20. His highest is 17 and 18, which is 35. Yes. The boulder flies up almost to the top of the hill and then comes back rolling down to a rest. A solid strike.
Well, I don't see much point in following up after that, unless the crowd's really demanding it.
Wait, no. I think you could do it, Rook. I've got a plan.
Oh, I'm gonna roll it. I mean, I don't know, but I suppose if you say so, and I'll approach.
Okay. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we'll try.
I have +2 to hit.
How high does it go up the hill? Like, how far is the top of the hill? It's not that far, right?
So a natural 20 from Drexel would have reached the top of the hill and won the game outright. So that would be a 38. A 38 is the pinnacle of the hill.
Yeah, but like, how far away is that if you were to get a 38?
Let's call it, I don't know, does 60 feet sound reasonable to you?
Yeah,
It
that
seems like a
sounds
pretty
reasonable.
high hill, but not overly crazy.
So I'll talk you through what I'm going to try and do here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and use an illusion to like mask the boulder and then make it look like it goes further than it actually goes. You know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but my illusion has sound, so
Okay.
I feel like I could. The problem's going to be when it comes rolling back down. Like,
Okay. Okay.
But they have to use an action to try and disbelieve the illusion, so no one's gonna bother doing that, right?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you should just make an illusion of the boulder flying into the air and dropping on Drexel's head, killing him instantly. No save.
Oh god.
All right. So should I do it? Should I roll 3 rolls to hit or round?
Sure. You can roll 3 rolls to hit. Do you want to attempt it straight up, or do you want to use Nick's cunning plan?
I think
Well, he
Nick
doesn't-
is doing this unbeknownst to me.
I wait for his best.
I'm not
hit.
in.
All right, go ahead and roll me 3 to hits, and we'll see, and then you can roll your strength checks. So you will hit once in the middle.
Only the middle one.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
might as well just roll that strength check.
Okay.
Right.
The other 2 are quite weak. All right.
And I rolled.
It's not the best, but
24.
It's just
the benefit is though that it's such a shitty roll that when the boulder's coming back down the hill, it won't be going that fast. It won't be making that much noise. So hopefully, like hiding it and maybe somebody not noticing it is maybe more likely.
All right, so you
I try
cast an
and
illusion
and
of
envision
the boulder going
like,
all the
over
way
the
up
hill.
the hill before
Yeah.
coming back down.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to hide the actual boulder in this illusion.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want from you is this is deception. You are deceiving the people around you with your magic. I think this is an intelligence check. We're going to see how good your craft is. If you beat Drexel's number, it works perfectly. If you pass, it works. People notice. Someone might. Perhaps if you fail, everyone knows that you've done this terrible thing.
Let's go. 32.
Nice.
Ooh, you do not beat Drexel, but it'll fool everyone else. The crowd oohs and ahs. Rook, look at it! Oh, he almost got it over. Oh, the strong man from the circus. Oh, look at you, Mr. Muscles. Anyone else wish to challenge the mighty Rook today? As the crowd goes wild. No one steps forward thinking of this mighty thing. He goes over to you, and on top of your crown of riding horses, he places like a band with big muscles coming out on the side. And he says, "Oh, the Boulder Basher as well. 2 titles today. Well done, Rook." And he hands you a bag full of 15 gold pieces. As you prize.
I think not realizing that that was all, like, he's not in on the illusion.
He just thinks
Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
So I guess I'll take the gold.
Can I have somebody like this in my life? Oh god, I need an illusionist, dude. Nice.
Drexel is watching you very slanted-eyed, Nomon. You can tell immediately that he was not fooled by your trick, but he makes nothing of it at first, and then just kind of turns, a big smile returning to his face. Ho, well struck. Well, I better do my best at this cheese dash then. And he goes racing off.
Oh, I wanted to try and mess with Drexel in order before the cheese dash. So when I see him head towards the hill, I hurry along and ignore the other events.
All right. You hurry along, ignoring the other events, beating Drexel to the place if you desire. What would you like to do?
I want to take the laces off of one of my shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we're at the top of the hill, I'm gonna, maybe stumble. I'm gonna try and create some sort of distraction for Drexel to be looking at something, and then I'm gonna employ a maneuver here. So maybe I try and wave over the gnome to hurry on up or something in order to to make.
So it's distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll
run up the
hurry
hill
the gnome.
as well.
Come with me, gnome. Come on, we got this. I got a plan.
All right. This is your event. He gets to the top of the hill. Okay.
No. Rook's gonna win this one for us. I'm gonna.
Rook's winning this one too. Okay.
Yeah. I need you to make a distraction for Drexel. You just gotta keep his attention for 60 seconds. Can you do that?
Yeah. Sure. I walk down the hill towards Drexel.
Yes.
No. Wait for him to be at the top of the hill. I
With
need you to wait
his
for him to be at the top of the
throng
hill. Sorry.
I wait for him at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
You see him arriving with his throng of followers, still gallivanting around, smiling, telling his tall tales, perhaps, or perhaps real ones, who knows. As he approaches the hill, his eyes kind of narrow as he sees you. Aha! Taking part in this as well, are you?
Hello, Drexel. Good job on the rocks there. Not quite as strong as you look, though, eh?
Well, if only one man can challenge my strength, perhaps I'm doing quite well.
You are
This
humble.
is where I will walk by but trip over a gopher hole or something and kind of sprawl out near Drexel's feet. And then instead of getting all the way back up, since the gnome's already down here, I just kind of sit on the grass in front of Drexel, watching the gnome. And as soon as I see Drexel's attention focused on the gnome, I'm gonna take that shoelace I had and I'm gonna tie one end to one of his laces, the other end to the other laces. So there's enough slack between them that if he shifts his position a little bit, he won't necessarily notice the shoelace, but as soon as he goes for a long run, it'll get to its full extent. tying his shoes
Very
together.
sneaky,
Very carefully.
very sneaky.
Yeah.
What I want from you is a sleight of hand. Oh, you're not a thief, so
I'm a
I want
mage.
you to make a dexterity check at -2 for your lack of thievery to tie this knot so that it is unnoticed by either Drexel or his throngs of admirers.
All right, well, Dex is my high stat, so this
All right.
roll -2 at the end of it.
-2. 22, you succeed.
Does it?
You tie together a shoelace, and no one notices. Drexel even goes as far as to, ha, well, we must do calisthenics, and begins doing his like obnoxious stretching routine on the top of the hill, but somehow doesn't notice the
Those glutes are so
tide.
fucking good.
As Koivu comes back over, we walk away from Drexel and say, "Wow, Koivu, is that one of your new spells?"
No.
No. Okay.
Right?
So how does this work? Do we all go down the hill at the same time?
All contestants who wish to participate in the cheese rolling gather at the top of the hill. It is a race of 2 rounds. Everyone makes a dexterity check over the 2 rounds. Anyone who fails falls and is disqualified. And anyone who passes continues going. At the end of the round, whoever has the highest 2 combined rolls has reached the cheese first.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna
right.
play this one.
I'll race this one too. I'm here for
All
it.
right.
Is it all grass or what is it? Like, what are we running through?
It's a hill in like plains. Yeah, grassy hill.
Okay.
Two dex
Absolutely.
checks.
Anyone who would like to make 2 dex checks,
I want
may
to,
go.
just before we run down there, okay, just before we run down there, I'm going to have a good look at, like, I take it it's not just one nice hill, right? It's like a slightly, out of, or is it just like all the way nice and straight down?
They choose
Or
one
is it
very
bumpy?
nice straight hill for this cheese rolling. They want it to be nice and steep and difficult.
So if we fail,
Right,
we get run
okay.
over by cheese, right?
I'm still going to,
how it
okay,
works?
then I'm going to look at the cheese, right? And then I'm going to look at the hill and I'm going to cast Analyze Balance, right? To figure out the balance of the cheese when it rolls down the hill before we start running, to figure out the perfect trajectory to make it down there without falling and catching the
right.
cheese.
Wait
All
a
right,
minute. Hold on. Wait.
What does the Analyze Balance spell actually do?
It
You can analyze how far something is off balance, right? So I can look
that's
at the
not
cheese.
what it does.
Doesn't it give
Yes,
you?
it does.
Doesn't it give
And
you
you figure
alignment
out
or
how
something?
well balanced the cheese is.
I think it gives you alignment.
It gives you
Isn't it?
alignment.
For a character, creature,
it's a very
object,
evil
or
cheese.
area, how far the area is from a condition of balance. It
She's
can
just
be
like-
alignment, but it doesn't say it needs to be. Alignment is just the example, okay? So I'm going to use it for cheese, if Greg lets me.
You get a very foul odor from
Because
the
I'm pretty sure that
has
objects
been-
and 10 feet squares don't have alignments.
It has been aged in a dark and dank cellar, and it hates the world.
Oh yeah,
but
it hates
tastes
people. It's very
delicious.
selfish. Yeah.
Your clever use of spells grants you a +1 to your dex checks down the hill.
To my cheese post
only have-
rolling abilities.
Okay, whatever. You're brilliant, Faye.
You're like,
It
well,
says
rock
an
on.
object character area, how far it is from a condition of balance. It doesn't say it needs to be alignment. Okay.
the next
mean,
Alignment
5
is just-
paragraphs talk about how to measure alignment.
Is the example of alignment.
No,
Just
I
because the
mean-
example is long doesn't mean I need to do it.
It doesn't. It's in other words, the degree to
It's
which it's
beautiful.
alignment is. It's fine. You're.
The spell has balance in the name. I'm going to use it for a dexterity check. I love it.
Sure.
All right, the cheese is placed. It gives off an odor of hate, and it is rolled down the hill. Whoosh! As the
French
cheese
cheese.
rolls, a loud bang from a wizard is heard, and you all begin racing down the hill. Peasants and Drexel and many other race with you in a crowd down the hill. The first 4 of these are their first rounds. The second 4 of these are their second rounds.
I mean, I have a solid 7 decks. I doubt we're going to get far with this one. So.
Each contestant that participates has 12,
fail.
except for Drexel, who had 18. But Drexel immediately falls as he is twisted up in the shoelaces and goes tumbling down the hill. So we have 22, 2 fails, 32. 22 and 12 is 34, and 16 is 40.
Wizard
50.
rivalry.
Dex Wizards, let's go.
All right. So Abaddon, you have a 31 on your first check. What is your second check?
My second check is.
You fall during your second check, crashing down, getting run over by the on your way.
Does anyone make it to the bottom?
Koibu, you also fall, and you crash, fumbling down. Ren falls on the second round. Everyone comes falling down.
Did any peasants win?
The peasant with the natural 20 and the 12 has won the cheese. He jumps up and down holding his giant wheel of cheese. Ha-ha! I am the big cheese! And he is awarded the gold from the buy-in.
Well, at least Drexel didn't win.
Yeah.
Drexel fumes at the bottom of the hill as he sees a shoelace tied between his boots. And he just rips it off like in a single motion before just kind of stomping off. No bahas, no anything, towards somewhere else into the town.
What are the other contests? There's a
drinks and the stories.
You can make a tall tale telling contest if you would like, or you can participate in the musical drinking contest.
Yeah, I have no interest in the stories. I will. I'll clap Drexel on the back and be like, "No hard feelings, mate. Would you fancy a drink to commiserate?"
As a paladin, I am unable to drink with you lot. Another time, perhaps.
Wow.
That's kind of sad.
Come, my dears, let us enjoy the shows. I wish to see these lions they speak of. And
lions.
He wanders off.
Are the lions?
Yes.
Are the lions being oppressed?
That's up to you to decide. They are used to like put on shows, right? The lions are trained. They juggle balls with the performers. They roar on command. You see that there are, elephants that are around for people to pet and to ride around. There are seals that juggle acrobats and balls that just kind of scattered throughout town.
I don't know. If they don't seem to be oppressed, I don't think we
Right.
We don't need to plan an animal heist.
No animal heist today? Okay. So, as the festival wears on, it goes towards sunset. It sounds as if there is little interest in performing any of the other
No, I want to do the storytelling. I just need to know how it works.
Oh, okay. Well then, Ren, you make your way to the tall tale telling booth. Here in the tall tale telling booth, you gather around a stage where there are performers from the carnival that have props and fancy dress to help assist contestants spin the tallest tale they can. Each round, judges vote on the least inspired tall tale, and that contestant or contestants are disqualified until only the tallest tale teller remains.
Oh, how many stories did you need to tell to make it through here?
Until no one else is on stage with you.
Is Drexel?
Okay. Do I actually need to make up like 6 different stories for this?
Drexel will get on stage eventually. He gets over his dour losses and I shall dazzle the crowd with my silver tongue.
Is this stage indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors. This whole festival kind of takes place outdoors. Yeah.
I'll also go over to the gnome and I'll be like, "Gnome, what's your story about?"
Oh,
Oh fuck! I thought you had this one in the bag.
I was gonna let you and the druid do this one.
Okay, well, I was gonna try and enhance your storytelling with some glowing plants or some shit, but I guess it's on me.
I can enhance your story.
Please. Or the Drew. Anyway, as long as Drexel. Look, there's the drinks and the stories left. He can't participate in the drinks, so he automatically loses that one. If he wins the stories, he's tied with Roke, okay? And that, I don't know what happens at a tie, all right? But if we can get him to lose the stories or anyone else to beat him in the stories, then he can't win no matter what. So we have to make sure we kick ass at the stories.
Easy, hey?
Not really. I mean, I have no investment in this game, but I just really, really don't want to see him win. There's something in me that burns with anger. I'm going to go see if the druid needs any glowing plants for her story.
Last year, some orcs attacked the town and Jack Drexel killed them all. He saved a lot of people.
Yeah, he probably summoned the orcs too. Probably causing problems and then solving it in order to make himself look like a hero. How like firefighters will set fires and then put them out because there's no actual fires to be put out. Fucking douchebag.
What?
I guarantee
You'll
it.
actually do that?
Yeah. I'll wander over to the druid and be like, yo, druid, do you know what your story is?
Oh, it's a true one. Yeah, I do have a story.
Do you need any glowing plants to help your story look good? I can do that.
I think that would be actually really nice. Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Let me go get some plants.
Stage. Excellent. We're going to prep the stage and we're going to tell a story.
Cool.
All
and
right.
I'll go get some bromeliads and stack them behind her. I'm not doing it. Flesh this time.
In the first round, there are any of the party that wishes to partake. Drexel the Golden Dawn and 3 storytellers of the peasantry that wish to flex their storytelling muscle. The peasants all tell stories. They are pretty mundane in nature. Foxes jumping over the moon and the winds telling them of tall tales. Drexel takes the stage and he paws his way up. Well, I will tell you the story of how I and a farm boy and an old man smuggled secrets, plans to a village of the Imperial forces behind enemy lines, only to be captured by a Dark Lord and his troops. We were taken captive, but due to my ingenuity, quick wit, and a handy garbage chute, we were soon able to escape and rescued a dashing princess along the way. The old man sadly was killed by the Dark Lord during this escape in a duel, but we rode off majestically in the wind. And he rolls a 31 on his storytelling. The crowd goes wild.
This is a charisma check.
Yes. Anyone who wishes can tell a quick story if you wish, or simply roll a charisma against that of Drexel.
Right, so I feel like Neal and I are at least prepping the stage ahead of time, right? I think maybe in many contests it is considered cheating, but I feel like storytelling, the atmosphere actually does matter. So I will at least try for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast an obscure spell, right? Which will cover the entire area around me, when everybody's sitting, right? Which will cover the entire area around me in a kind of fog, right? Mm-hmm. And then I will have have Koibu put out the plants with the little lights, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to cast light on a pebble, and I'm going to hand it over to Koibu, and I'm going to say, I need you to be the wisp. You got that?
Got it, Captain.
And I will start telling, everybody's sitting inside of the mist, right? And I'm going to start walking in circles around the crowd, right? So they will hear the voice behind them and then in front of them, and it's wandering as I'm telling the story. And I will tell the crowd about the story of the will-o-wisps and how when you get lost in the swamp, they might take you to this magical place, and how it is dangerous, to walk through the fog. And she's like, telling that old tale. What am I rolling for this?
You are going to roll a charisma check for your use of spells and mood lighting, and Neal's help with glowing plants. Take a +2 to your roll.
And I'll tie that glowing rock she gave me onto the end of a stick with my other shoelace. So now neither of my shoes have shoelaces, and like stand at a distance and just kind of like move the rock around on the next stick I can find.
Very nice. Very nice.
You're right. Okay, how many checks do we need here? Just one?
You just make one for now, and then we'll move forward.
I actually... That plus one, two, it's a
Plus
22.
two? All right, you succeed. The crowd is not nearly as impressed with your tale as it
As they
was that
should
of
be.
Drexel's, but you manage to make through this round and the following ones until it is only you and Drexel on stage. You will now have a chance to out-duel him. Drexel, as the clear favorite in this match, goes first. And he gets on the stage and he tells of the time that he accompanied a young girl along a paved road to a city made of jade so that she could speak to a great wizard. Along the way, we were aided by a good sorceress and joined by a fearful shifter and a love-sick man of iron. Once there, we were able to return the girl home to her parents safe and sound. And your roll to beat is going to be a 35.
Oh my
on this tall
god.
tale
I
telling.
need a natural
Hey.
20.
Oh,
Rigged.
yeah.
It's rigged. The man is too cool. It's not fair.
I'm just going to roll it first, and then I'm going to tell how
All
the
right,
story went.
all
Is
right.
that fair?
That sounds
Because then
very
I can
fine.
adjust.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can adjust how it goes. Absolutely.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Do it.
26. Your tale is good. It pleases the crowd, but it loses eventually to the tale of Drexel here. What tale do you spin?
I think she is telling the it's not a heroic tale. I think she's telling the love story of an elf and a human woman, like a fighter back in the day, who fell very much in love with each other, but their families were really against them being together, right? So that did not work out in the long run. And because they were so brokenhearted, because they could not, eternally be together, they came up with this crazy plot that one of them would poison themselves, and it's essentially Romeo and Juliet, only it's this time with an elf and a human being, right? So it's the Shakespearean version, just with an elf and a human, which makes
Hark,
it,
what light through yonder tree break.
yeah. Blah blah. If I kiss thou lips, something like that. So it's it's a classic, but romance is not for everybody, as we can tell.
Romance is not for everyone. It turns out the tale of a
That
jade
story
city.
is not a romance.
Yeah. Well,
It's a good story, but the delivery needs work. I think it could be a real classic one of these days.
All
So,
right.
meanwhile,
Yes.
a socially awkward rook wanders up to what he thinks is a bar. Tries to order a drink
We need Rook to win
and
this.
finds
win this
himself
drinking contest.
inadvertently in a drinking contest.
Inadvertently in a drinking contest. Absolutely. So this is probably the most involved one I ended up keeping. So this is for the crown of Iron Gut. Contestants gather around this large wooden table. An enormous assortment of mugs filled with different liquids are arranged on it. Each round, as a bard plays a small ditty, the drinks rise up and dance around the table between the different contestants. When the bard stops playing, each contestant must down the drink in front of them. If you fail a check after drinking, you are knocked out and you lose. The last one standing wins the title of Iron Gut and the prize money. So the first thing that happens is each contestant takes a turn with their drink drinks. You roll a percentile dice to determine which drink lies in front of you that round. And you then make a con save after you take the drink. Some drinks may affect this con save. After each drink is consumed, you get a -2 to all future checks. So round 1, normal, round 2, -2, -4, -6, and so on, unless you roll something different.
So who's competing in this apart from Rook? Is there any other?
There are a
warrior-looking
number
people?
of peasants, but you see a large dwarven man, short and squat. Let me see if I have a description of him. He's good-natured and cheery. He has full cheeks and forehead uncovered by his enormous bushy red beard that almost like frames his face in a circle. But wherever his beard does not cover, grime and soot and stains from the forge cover his face. He smiles at all times and introduces himself as Thorn Thunderforged.
He looks like he can drink.
What did you
Yes,
just
I
say?
can.
I don't know, Rook. You think you can outdrink this one?
I guess we'll find out.
Come, step up, local hero. Have a drink with Thorn. And so
Am I the only member of the party here? So it's me and the NPCs.
I'm
you
watching.
said you
I'm
kind
trying to
of
help.
wandered off, but
I'm helping.
anyone
Yeah.
in the PCs can join if they wish.
So let's
I mean,
roll.
are we? I guess we're waiting till the drinking contest starts. If it's just one contest, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a D100.
Yes, so we'll just focus on you and Thorn. The peasants will be outdrank by Thorn quite readily. You roll a percentile dice, and we will see what drink that you have.
Oh, the cheating bastard. Just
I
water.
didn't actually.
Oh, that's
roll.
not okay. Good. Woo!
56. Okay, so
we'll both have
with a
regular
45, the ditty plays. It stops, and you have a regular drink in front of you. In fact, both you and Thorn have a regular drink in front of you. So go ahead and make a Constitution check. Your first one will be normal.
Nice.
He passes his and continues drinking. You pass yours and continue drinking. The cups dance around. One of the contestants goes down. Eventually, the ditty ends, and another regular drink falls in front of the Thorn. And a
Same.
regular drink falls in front of you as well.
However, here it's at -2, right?
It is at -2. That is correct. He failed. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Oh, fail! Oh my god! A peasant wins.
Wait. As Rook falls asleep, and I see he's about to lose the contest, I cast sleep on all the remaining peasants at the table to knock them all out. I gotta roll 2d4.
right.
I don't know how many's left.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me enough.
Three hit die.
3 hit die. Let's see how many peasants that were left after this second round of drinking. There were 2 peasants left.
Nice.
Everyone falls asleep. The entire round is just knocked out. Nobody is the Iron Gut.
Wait! The drinks are spiked. Do it again. Rook can still win.
I do prefer to have a winner, I suppose.
We must
All
have
right.
an Iron Good champion.
Wakey. And the bard casts a spell. It seems that he is particularly prepared for dealing with drunkards and cleanses the fight. And we will start again from the beginning. Your poison's cleared.
Come on, Rook. You can do it.
What? What's...
Drink, Rook, drink. Drink like your life depends
Music
on
plays
it.
again. The drinks dance around. Landing in front of
Oh
Thorn.
no!
Good.
Oh no!
You with an 84. You
That's the-
have drank a potion of polymorph. You make this round's check with the con of a billy goat as you turn
is
into a billy
less
goat
than
momentarily.
my con.
The con of the billy goat is 11 for this
Oh,
check.
no.
He makes 94. He drinks dwarven stout. This and future checks will be done at -4.
Nice.
Oh no!
Oh, you fail. Your billy goat falls unconscious before we can start good. And another peasant wins.
Alright, well, I'm out of spells now, so I can't help you.
God
Alright.
bless.
Eventually, you are all awakened. Another peasant is crowned Iron Gut and wins a bag of gold pieces from the buy-ins. And so all of the contests are eventually closed. The day has been full of adventure and fun and excitement. And the carnival, the carnies, I suppose is the term for them, begin ushering everybody towards a large tent in the center, like they're promising a big show. The crowd, well liquored up and crazy at this point, but is getting ushered into the big show. As you're making your way there, you see a gnome in a great sweeping purple cloak make his way up to the four of you. He introduces himself quickly as Zephyr, the Magnificent, I am the owner of this here carnival. I seem to have a bit of a problem. You see, it is our job during the carnival to acquire beasts around nearby areas. You see, what is common for you may be quite exotic elsewhere in the world, so that we can train them and incorporate them in our shows. But there's something wrong with the ones we captured yesterday in the evening. I cannot find Drexel anywhere, but you, sir, you have 2 crowns, quite the local hero. Would you come with me, please?
Sure. Rook skeptically follows after.
Rook. Good.
Can we come? Can we come?
Yes, please do. All of you. Heroes all around. Yes, come.
You are magnificent, truly. Thank you.
I am.
What?
Yes. He bows quickly.
Once again,
hurry
the
on.
town needs no more.
Okay,
What
over
creature did you try to capture?
There were large cats, black spots, and this one new crazy creature. I've never seen the like of it. As great and big as a bear, but feathered with a beak. Anyway,
Oh,
come quickly,
no.
Come quickly.
Oh, God.
No.
Do you know what that is?
No. An owlbear.
I didn't. Yeah. No.
Would you? There's something wrong. I need the help of heroes.
We can do it, guys. Come on.
I look
Let's
around.
go.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do something.
Excellent.
useful
Come,
around
follow
here.
Zephyr the Magnificent. Follow. And so the 4 of you are ushered away from the giant tent where the big show is going on. And we are going to copy those and then delete them. And you find yourselves going towards the back of the carnival.
Probably a good spot for a break, guys. Maybe on the hour before we.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should we set the scene before going, or
Sure.
seems like an
Let us set the scene. You arrive at the back of the carnival where the tents and the crates of the carnival goers are found, led on by Zephyr the Magnificent. You can see that broken from the pens that they were being kept in are 4 large cats, panthers and leopards, each of them. And they have broken free and ripped to shreds the carnies that were taking care of them. And to the far north, in a large cage, this new and strange creature, as big as a bear, feathered with beaks, has done much the same. As you look upon them, they are apparently rampaging. They seem out of their minds and very vicious and aggressive. And as you stare upon this scene, Zephyr gives a as he sees what has happened to his men, and we will see what you do on the other side of the break.